Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
how you guys doing?
Hey, good. And you?
Good.
It's a
Fine.
pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Uh,
Leo, it's a dream come true. Like for us, we are two guys from Spain, and we are talking with a football player. And thanks for that meeting. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. This is something awesome. It's really special. Especially being able to talk to where you guys are from. Being able to connect from literally across the seas. Sounds like so. Yeah, thank you so much.
it's our pleasure. We are here with Leo Chenal, a Wisconsin player. First of all, I want to start with some general questions for the people who will watch to know you. Like, how old are you? Where are you from? What major you study?
Yeah, so I grew up in Wisconsin, just like 4 hours north of where I go to college here in Madison, Wisconsin. I grew up in Grantsburg, just a really small town. Here in college, I study retail and consumer behavior. And yeah, I mean, what else did you want to know? Yeah, my name is Leo Chenal. I play inside linebacker for the football team here. And yeah.
Great. We all know that you are an elite linebacker, one of the best in the countries. So, we know that you play football, but my question is, what football means to you? What part of your life is dedicated to football?
Football means everything to me. I grew up playing football ever since third, fourth grade. I was involved with football. There's 16 children in my family, and a lot of my brothers played football. Growing up, seeing them work very hard towards playing the sport. My brother John and I, who is also on the team here at the university, he's also playing with me, and just being able to work with him and grow and get better at the sport with him. It's been really special for me.
Leo, in high school, can you describe the recruitment process? What is from the recruitment?
Yeah. I didn't. My brother and I, we didn't get recruited probably until my third year of high school. It really took a lot of time, especially coming from a small town. You got to do a lot more to be able to be noticed, and just seen from college coaches. So what we had to do is we went out and did a bunch of camps, just to, like, in front of other teams and in front of other coaches. We had to, put on pads and do certain drills to give them a good look and see, what potential and what we could bring to the table. And we also did like a combine to test our skills and show our abilities, such as like a 40 time, bench, pro agility drills. And, it was something really unexpected. John and I, my brother, we never knew we would be able to go to a Division I college, and just being able to get an offer from Wisconsin was a dream come true.
That was what I wanted to ask you now. What means to you to play for the Badgers, knowing that you are raised and born in Wisconsin? It's like something special, a special feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it was only 4 hours away from where I grew up, and it's our home state. So, John and I, like myself, I may have had like a bunch of more offers coming in once the recruitment process started coming in. But Wisconsin, it was the second team to offer me, and once I got offered from them, I committed just a day later. I would have committed on the spot, but my family wanted me to think about it a little bit. But yeah, I was all in on Wisconsin from day one. They're truly special. It's an amazing community down here, and I think it got voted like the number one place to live in the United States on Livably, whatever, a prestigious thing. But it's just really special.
Uh,
Uh,
and you played as running back and as linebacker in high school. When you committed to Wisconsin, you committed as just a linebacker, or you also had the opportunity to try out as running back?
They recruited me probably only as a linebacker. Um, I didn't get much opportunity as a running back, probably because I'm a little bit too slow. But you know, it's just something like at the college level, people are a lot faster. You know, there's people that in Texas, for example, these huge schools that do just running back, and they specialize in that. So they saw me only as a linebacker.
Thank you.
And Leo, what made you commit to Wisconsin over other universities? What was the difference, or why you choose Wisconsin and no other university?
I think for me it was pretty simple. They were just you know my home state team. I always watched them growing up. You know, Ron Dane was someone that I you know that's always talked about. I always watched. You know, big time running back here, the FBS leading rusher if you count the bowl games. So just watching Wisconsin growing up and realizing it's my home state. I want to represent my home state, and you know, and just being in the atmosphere, going to the games, it was really special.
What is the feeling to be in a game in Camp Randall Stadium with all those people with the turnaround and all that from here where I watch looks amazing. How is the feeling to be inside?
Yeah, walking out in the stadium, 80,000 people cheering. It's you can almost feel the ground shake. It's pretty crazy. Just being able to feed off like you feel all their energy, all the excitement in the air. You know, last year we got that kind of taken away from us because of the pandemic. So just being able to have that back, it helps us a lot. It's a huge part of the game, and it just brings a lot of energy to us.
In the 3 years that you have played in Wisconsin, what has been your favorite game that you have played so far?
Could you repeat that question?
You play in Wisconsin 3 years, since 3 years. What has been your favorite game that you have played in your career?
I would probably say either one of the Minnesota games in the past, you know, the two times I played them. My freshman year, I didn't get much playing time. I got in a few snaps of defense and I got in special teams. But being able to fight for the axe, the Paul Bunyan axe, was really special and get it back because we lost the year before. And to see all the joy and happiness on the seniors' faces to be able to get that back. And you know, last year beating them in an overtime game with a game-winning field goal, and being able to help the team out like I did, you know, getting in with the sacking the quarterback and you know getting in on tackles. It was really special to get the axe back as well.
What's the more difficult part of your position, the inside linebacker? The going for the quarterback, the coverage, trying to match up with some tight ends sometimes. What's the most difficult part of it?
I would probably just say the mental part. We got to be basically the quarterbacks of the defense. So we got to be able to not only communicate to all of our teammates, you know, front mechanics tell the D line what they're doing, getting coverage calls from the defensive backs, the safeties, and the cornerbacks, being able to line up ourselves, and then being able to react post snap. It's pretty difficult. And then, you know, dropping into coverage with these speedy, like really fast wide receivers is always difficult.
You are so good like an edge rusher. I'm impressed with the dominant that you run to the quarterback and sack. It's amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, that's something we always practice. It's something I really stress in the off season. Being able to use my hands, you know, really efficiently is something really important. Block destruction, getting off linemen, and getting to the quarterback.
How is a normal day in your life? For example, when you get up, you have some training, you study. It's one day in your life?
Yeah, I would say the average day during the season, like right now, it would be I wake up 6:30 in the morning. I get to practice an hour and a half early. We do our stretching. We get taped. You know, do whatever we can to prepare, eat meals, prepare for practice, and then we practice for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Then right after that, we lift for about an hour, hour and a half. And then right from there, we go to academic meetings. We get recovery from practice, which is super important. So we're ready for the game. and then right from there we go to classes anywhere from an hour to 3 hours a day, and then right after that we come back, we go right to meetings to go over the practice from the day that we just had. That lasts until about 7 p.m. Then we eat, and then we do our studying at night, and basically it's 9:30 by then we're getting in bed.
One
Wow.
question, for example, that today is the day for a game. You play tomorrow against Iowa. Is there is something different from the rest of the week, or today you do something special?
Yeah, today it's Friday, so the day before the game is a little bit different. They let us sleep in just so we get good sleep the day before, and then we don't have meetings until the afternoon, and then we get a lighter practice in. Just so we get the blood flowing, but also not too much so that our body is tired. And then after that, we load up on the bus. If it's an away game, we fly to the away game. If it's a home game, we go to the hotel and we have, prime rib every night, which is my favorite part of the day. I love prime rib. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. We like to keep it, tradition, organized, the same thing every week.
Leo, you say for us that you play with your brother, John. He is a fullback. What means for you to play with your brother? I mean, for me, it was amazing and so incredible thing. What means for you?
It means a ton because John and I, my brother and I, we've done everything together. Since we were basically 1 and 2 years old, we were always fighting with each other. I one time I remember I threw a rock at his head when we were fighting. He was like trying to run away, and I like chucked the rock at his head. But there were so many memories growing up together. We were always super competitive, always pushing each other to be better. And on high school, we were always the what do you call it, the 1-2 punch off of each other, and being able to play at the same college is really special because we're on opposite sides of the ball, a linebacker and a fullback. We kind of meet each other like in the hole sometimes, like the A gap. We meet each other and hitting each other pretty hard. We're always getting on each other to be better. So it's been really cool in that way.
I want to ask you especially about one player. Is my personal is I'm a huge fan of Graham Mertz,
Yep.
the quarterback. What can you tell me about him? I would love to know.
Yeah, he's someone he's got a lot of swag. He's a really cool guy that's really confident, and he loves to bring his teammates up. He's always letting his teammates know if they're doing good, and he's always supporting us and doing whatever he can to allow us to be the best version of ourselves. And he's someone that's always working hard. When he's not practicing, he's doing something to make sure he has the edge on the opponent, and everyone respects him because he's always working hard to get better.
That's great.
Uh,
Do you have any more questions, Alberto?
yeah, I have one. Leo, what would it mean for you to go to the National Football League, to the NFL?
I mean, I'm not really thinking about it right now. I know that it's a possibility, but that would be truly special. Being able to go to the next level, football, and just be able to play the best of the best. And just like college, and when I was in high school, I never really thought I'd be able to go to the next level and play college. But here I am today, and I think it's really just about focusing on today and living in the present moment. And but that's definitely a possibility, and I'm really excited for what it could bring.
Do you have any questions to ask us about how we live the football here or something like that? You can ask us all you want.
Okay, I know you guys are Spain, right?
Yeah.
Even though you guys are into American football, do you call it football, or what do you call it?
We try to call it football, but when we talk with someone that don't know about it, we have to say American football. So it's
Yeah,
we try
Yeah,
to make
like
people
in
say
like
football,
in
and we
Spain.
our football soccer.
yeah.
Exactly.
So you said you don't we call it soccer over here. You guys
Yeah.
call it football, right?
Football. Yeah.
Isn't that weird that we call it football? Like what is up with that? Like And when we call you guys soccer, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's a weird. I don't know because with football, the only moment you go with the foot is on kickoffs and field goals. In most of the time, is with the hands. So
Right.
it's really funny.
It's to be called handball.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have another sport called handball.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think that's the only question I got for now.
It's
You
okay.
you during the week and the season, you watch NFL, some games.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mostly just watch our home state team, the Green Bay Packers. They just had a big win here, uh,
Yeah,
so that
Packers
was
fan here.
yeah. There you go. You know, the Cardinals were supposed to be the best team in the league, so and we just brought it to them, missing a bunch of guys. So that was awesome.
Yeah, I stay up
I'm a
until
49ers fan.
5 a.m.
Oh wow.
I prefer
I'm
college games because it's like earlier for when early at 6 p.m. for us, so I can watch it better. Not
Yeah,
at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. like NFL.
yeah. That's crazy. You know, the time difference definitely probably makes it really hard for you, but that's dedication right there.
Yeah,
I like the Packers, Aaron Rodgers, but I'm a 49ers fan.
Oh
I'm a
no,
Niner.
no, get him out of here. Get him out of here. That's all right. That's all right.
and do you watch any basketball, like the Bucks or any other team?
I played basketball in high school, so I enjoy watching it a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the NBA. There's too much flopping for me. No, I mean I'm definitely a Bucks fan. Not a super fan, but you know you always got to support when it's your home state. You
Yeah.
know.
I don't know why, but I love all the sports in Wisconsin. It's something awesome. I like
Yeah.
the state. I would love to visit it one day.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, it's a beautiful place. There's really great spots outdoors. You know, hunting, fishing, a lot of beautiful lakes and places to visit. So yeah, for sure.
Leo, I have a question. What are your favorite moments in Wisconsin?
I mean, I growing up on a lake, my dad had like 200 acres of land where we could just do whatever we want. We had a big raft out on the lake, and having a ton of siblings, it just gave us a lot of freedom, to hunt, to do all those things. So that's definitely something you can't get in a big city like LA or New York City. You can't just go out and play in your front yard with your family. So just being able to have that freedom is really cool.
That's right. Here, I live in pretty not a small 100,000 inhabitants, but is not really big. He lives in the capital.
Yeah.
Wow.
100,000 is still pretty big for where I came from. I came from a town of 1,200, so yeah, it was pretty small.
I suppose that there was like here in some small cities that you know everyone in the city and you have friends, you know almost everyone there.
Yeah, basically everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows what's going on, and everybody was really supportive when I decided to come here. So that's one of the great things about a small community is, everybody knows each other and everybody's like, supports and cares about one another.
I have one question. This is a tricky one.
Oh no,
Uh, which jerseys you prefer? The ones you use against Notre Dame or the regular ones?
can you repeat that question real quick?
Which jerseys do you prefer? The ones you use against Notre Dame or the regular ones?
I kind of like the ones we used against Notre Dame. Like it just had like a little bit different look to it. The numbers were a little bit different. I kind of liked it, to be honest. It was pretty. It was a good change up.
Yeah, I like to also the star things and all that, the history. I love it.
Yeah, for
Any
sure.
more any more questions, Alberto?
Yeah, tomorrow versus Iowa is a difficult game. What have to do the defense to stop the offense of Iowa?
We got to definitely be disciplined. They're a really talented team. They're always have one of the best offensive lines in the country. So being able to, have really good footwork and have really good eyes, be able to, block, destruct, and be able to get to the ball is going to be really important. And we've had success against the run game against previous teams, so we got to keep that up. We got to play through the fourth quarter, because sometimes we let up in the fourth quarter, and we just got to continue to attack and attack and attack and wear them down.
You are the best graded linebacker in PFF with your teammate I
Jack Sam.
Sambor.
Yeah.
How that feels that an elite stats page like PFF says that you are the best in the country.
Do yeah.
I just got to make sure to not get comfortable with that. Those things are always nice to be recognized, but those grades aren't everything. I just got to continue to play good football on the field and be disciplined and not pay attention too much to the hype, because you could get caught up and it could get to your head. If anything, you got to use it to be able to say, okay, I need to raise my standards even more and continue to play better, not just see, oh, look what I've done. So just continue to have that edge and be able to play better football each week.
That's a great way of thinking. I like it.